Hi, thank you for joining my live. Thank you for joining. Today, I'm going to be reading about stress management for women. Understanding the personal stress triggers, managing various stress areas, becoming comfortable with self-care and stress relief techniques by Sarah Hale. This book is currently unavailable, but I did get this book from TikTok Shop. But it's just not available for you to look at it or to purchase right now. But you can look at my products that I have listed here, or the books that I read so far. They're listed on my products, so you can check that out. So Stress Management is the book I'm reading. I'm getting ready to read the introductions. I might wait till a few more people to come in so I can start reading. Thank y'all for joining. Thank you for joining.
Hello, beautiful. I like some of the books you have. I was going through some of them.
Okay, so just found out my best friend's taking my ex-girl to a dance.
So I don't know how that happened. How am I able to? Let me disconnect that because I don't need no interruptions in my room right now. Thank y'all for joining. I'm going to get ready to start. So I'm going to read the introduction. As I reflect on my life, I can remember years of carrying stress because I was trying to do too much. Be too much and not listen to my body. Busy with 2 kids as a single parent. An hour or an hour and a half each day commuting to and from New York City because the pay was 25% more. Yet I still struggle with finances. Along with these challenges, I had meals to make, a house to keep clean, and upkeep like the lawn and the bills to pay. I also wanted a social life, friendship, and family. I was young, was so proud of myself for juggling everything. Sometimes I would sit in my car parked outside the grocery store feeling so tired. I had just finished a long day at work, commuted to and from my home to New York City, and didn't know if I had the energy to shop. My kids were waiting at home, and it was one of those days when everything felt heavy. I sat there, the engine off, just trying to catch my breath before diving into the next task. I maintained the high stress levels for years. I went to bed at 11 p.m. and got up at 5 a.m. I did wash, organize, and made lunches at the start of my day. Thank y'all for coming in and joining. If y'all didn't know, I'm reading Stress Management for Women. The demand on the systems impacting my physical, emotion, and mental well-being. As I get older, I had minimized my stress levels, yet the years of stress have affected my body. The journey may not be the same as mine's. Yet, if you picked up this book, your intuition tells you that stress levels need your attention. I wrote this book to reach out to women juggling it all. It's about stepping back and reviewing your current stress levels, checking where you are holding stress, and deciding to release step by step towards a healthier you. I offer my ideas to guide you in the honoring your well-being. You deserve to embrace your self-care. If you're feeling stressed, you are not alone. Women often find themselves juggling a multitude of roles in their daily lives. We are professionals, caretakers, friends, daughters, and partners. The expectation to excel in each role is immense. How many of these roles do you juggle? How are you handling them all? This book is based on understanding the stress management. It's necessary for well-being. Thank you. It's about acknowledging our unique challenges and finding ways to navigate them with self-care and resilience. Depending on your background, different expectations can impact your stress levels. Balancing a career with family responsibilities can feel overwhelming. According to recent studies, both men and women feel stress. Yet women are more likely to experience higher levels due to completing demands. As you move through the book, it will provide practical strategies for managing stress and bringing more relaxation and nourishing into your life. Learning and applying these methods can improve your emotional well-being and find greater satisfaction in your daily experience. In this chapter ahead, we'll explore various themes or strategies from mindfulness and self-care routines to time management and setting boundaries. Each chapter offers practical, evidence-based techniques to incorporate into your life. These aren't just theoretical concepts. They're tools you can use daily to create more self-care. I invite you to engage with this book content actively. Try out the strategies, reflect on what works for you, and embrace this journey towards your well-being. As we transition into the first chapter, we'll dive deeper into the understanding stress and its impacts. Thank y'all for joining. We'll explore why it feels like we're always on the edge and how we can shift our perceptions and reactions. This begins a journey towards including balance and self-nurturance in your life. So let's start this journey now. You deserve a life that incorporates self-care in your daily life. Welcome to a new ways of approaching stress and making room for joy. So, chapter 1 is understanding stress and its impacts. There are thousands of causes of stress. One antidote to stress is self-expression. That's what happens to me every day. My thoughts get off my chest, down my sleeves, and onto my pad. By Garrison Cannon. That was a quote by him. Next, have you ever felt your heart race at the most minor unexpected task added to your day, or found yourself lying awake at night? Yes, I have. Unable to quiet your mind. Thank y'all for joining. It's as if your body is reacting in intensity to the pressures of everyday life. This reaction is not just in your head, as it's a psychological response that has been part of your human survival. Understanding these reactions is the first step towards managing them effectively. 1. The science of stress. Understanding the stress cycle. Stress begins with activating the sympathetic nervous system, a part of your body designed to help you survive threats. It's like an internal alarm system, quickly switching your body from calm to high alerts. When stress hits, your body releases hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones are chemical messengers that prepare you to fight off a threat or flee to safety. The heart beats faster, pumping blood to essential muscles, and your breath quickens to supply more oxygen. While applicable in these threatening situations, this system doesn't distinguish between a charging bear and a looming deadline. The same intense reaction occurs whether you're late from a meeting or narrowly avoiding a car accident. Stress manifests into various phases, beginning with intention phase, where the stressor is identified. Once triggered, the body's acute stress response reaches a peak. Here you experience the intense physical sensation associated with stress, like a rapid heartbeat or a sweaty palms, as your body prepares to respond. Ideally, the stress cycle concludes with the resolution phase, where your body recognizes the threats and gradually returns to a state of balance, allowing for recovery and restoration. However, in our fast-paced lives, completing this cycle is often neglected, leading to unresolved stress that accumulates over time. When stress remains unaddressed, it can become chronic, lingering in your body and quickly affecting your health. Chronic stress is like persistent alarm that never gets turned off, continuously wearing you down your body's defenses. This is ongoing stress can suppress the immune system, making you more susceptible to illnesses. Thank you. Thank y'all. Okay. Ask yourself, are you aware of your body's reaction to stressful situation? You can't change what you are aware of. In the past, when I felt stressed, I didn't recognize my body's reaction. It was a normal state, and I was enthusiastic to it. Today, I remember the symptoms quickly, and I do 1 minute of deep breathing several times to listen to my reaction to the situation. I need to do this because I still have many projects I'm working on and can feel a little overwhelmed. Yet, I don't have to feed the stress. When you're under stress, your body may experience stomach issues, low energy, aches and pains, headaches, and infections. Most medical professionals recommend that ignoring your body's signals that something is wrong. If the problem is stress related, seek a professional's advice on handling it the best. This book also offers several ways to reduce stress levels. When your body tells you something is not working right, don't automatically assume it's because of stress. Check in with your doctor to rule out any organic issues you may be experiencing. Constant exposure to stress hormones like control can lead to long-term medical health challenges, increasing the risk of anxiety and depression. These effects underscore the importance of recognizing and actively managing stress to prevent it from becoming a silent demolisher of your well-being. Various techniques can help resolve the stress cycle. Promoting your body's transition to equilibrium, mindful breathing exercise, and a simple yet powerful tool. By focusing on your breath, you can calm the nervous system and reduce the psychological markers of the stress. Physical activity is another effective strategy, as it helps burn off your stress hormone and encourage the production of endorphins, which are natural mood enhancers. These techniques are about managing stress, building resilience, and creating a buffer against future stressors. They remind you of the ability to actively influence your stress response, providing a sense of empowerment in a busy life. Understanding stress and its impact is more than just a scientific exploration. It is an invitation to take care of how stress affects your life. By recognizing the signs of stress and learning to manage them, you can begin to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and confidence. This chapter is the first step in understanding and managing stress, leading to a more balanced and fulfilling life. 2. Stress and the female's body, unique responses and challenges. Women experience stress in ways that are both similar to and distinct from men, influenced significantly by hormonal differences. With its intricate balance of hormones, the female can respond to stress in unique ways that can amplify the emotional, physical toll. Estrogen, a primary female sex hormone, can increase sensitivity to stress, making women more attuned to their stressors. This heightened sensitivity can sometimes feel overwhelming and can impact you emotionally. On the other hand, oxytocin, often double the love hormone, plays a critical role in the stress response by promoting social bonding and reducing fear. It encourages women to seek support and build connections. Understanding these hormonal influences is essential to recognizing why stress might feel different from women and why specific strategies may be more effective. Balancing work and family responsibilities is a challenge. For example, the day might begin with a conference call and end with the reading bedtime stories. This constant juggling can lead to a sense of being perpetual on, with downtime doesn't feel like it exists. Societal pressures compound these responsibilities, imposing ideas about how one should look, act, and achieve expectations that can both implement and exploit and implicit. The pressure is maintained and particular image my external standards as another layer to the stress equation. These societal expectations often whisper the perfection is the norm, leaving many women feeling inadequate or stretched to the thin. It's important to recognize when you think you need to meet an external standard. The health implications of stress on women are profound, impacting both physical and mental well-being. Stress can wreak havoc in reproductive health, leading to menstrual irregularities that disrupt the body's natural rhythms. The connection between stress and fertility is another stress of concern, as chronic stress can interfere with hormonal balance, affecting ability to conceive. Beyond physical health, stress significantly influences mental health. Women face an increased risk of anxiety and depression, conditions that can be by the pressure and responsibilities that carries. Study shows that women are nearly twice as likely to be diagnosed with depression. Some symptoms are mental health, being impacted by stress, or feeling overwhelmed. Crying more than usual is not being able to stop irregularity, difficulty concentrating, and feeling of not enjoying your life. Emotional exhaustion and burnout are common if you're trying to do too much. They manifest as weariness that seeps into the areas of your life. This emotional toll can feel like constant background noise, a low hum of anxiety that never truly quiets. Understanding these health implications underscores importance of stress management as a critical component of women's health. Reflection exercise. Identifying personal stress responses. Take a moment to reflect on how stress manifests into your body and your mind. Consider keeping a journal for a week. Noting physical symptoms like tension in your shoulders or headaches, and emotional responses such as irritable or anxiety. At the end of this week, review your entries to identify patterns. Are there specific situation that triggers these responses? Thank you. Take a moment to reflect on how stress manifests in your body and your mind. Consider keeping a journal for a week, noting physical symptoms like tension in your shoulders or headaches and emotional responses such as irritable or anxiety. At the end of this week, review your entries to identify the patterns. Are there specific situations that triggers these responses? This exercise can eliminate the unique ways your body and mind react to stress, offering insights that can guide your approach to stress management. Recognizing the emotional and psychological impacts of stress is critical in understanding the full scope of its effects. When women often bear the brunt of emotional labors, managing their emotion and those of their family and colleagues. These constant emotional engagement can lead to a sense of depletion where the emotional reserves feel tapped out. The risk of developing anxiety, depression is heightened, with stress acting as the trigger of these conditions. Emotional exhaustion is not just about feeling tired, it's a deep-seated fatigue affecting motivation, creativity, and joy. Addressing these emotional impacts requires a multifaceted approach combining self-care and support from friends, family, and professionals. Acknowledging these challenges can help you understand your stress levels and more clearly. Navigating stress is a multi-role lives. From the moment you wake up in time, your head hits the pillow. You might be a professional, a caregiver, a partner, and a community member, each with its own set of expectations. This juggling act can often feel like you're spinning in a never-ending cycle where there's always more to do than an hour in a day. The conflict between career obligation and family duties is a common theme, leaving you feeling as if you're being pulled in a multiple direction at once. Whether it's a meeting that runs late, overlaps with a school event, or the unending list of errands, the pressure mounts, creating a tension that is hard to shake off. As I reflect on when I was working full-time in New York and lived in Long Island, participating in my children's game was a challenge. If the kids were sick, I took vacations, days to care for them. Unless you have a strong backup system for your children, you are being torn between work and personal life. I agree with that. Social obligations and community involvement further compound that pressure as you strive to maintain relationships and contribute meaningful to the world around you. Each role demands something different. And at the end, to excel in all of them can become overwhelming, leading to stress levels that seem unsustainable surmountable. Time management becomes a critical yet challenging aspect of this multi-role life. The day often passes in a blur of activities, yet your to-do list remains active as the sun sets. Overcommitment is a common pitfall, driven by the desire to be there for everyone and do everything. The lack of boundaries can leave you feeling depleted, as if you're running a race with no finish line. Finding coping strategies to manage this stress is essential for maintaining your well-being. Setting realistic expectations is a powerful tool. Acknowledging that you cannot be everywhere at once or do everything ideally can begin to release some of the inherent pressures. It involves recognizing your limits and being okay with saying no when necessary. Litigating responsibilities is another effective strategy, whether at home or work. Sharing tasks with family members and colleagues, or even hiring help when possible, can lighten your load and provide relief. This delegation allows you to focus on what truly matters, whether it's a critical project at work, a moment of quiet reflection at home. I love a tidy home, though I have never enjoyed cleaning, so I outsource that task. It is lessened by my to-do list, as my home was cleaned regularly. I don't have much money, but I use my money for self-care, and I hire someone to clean. The emotional toll of managing these multiple roles can be significant. Feelings of inadequacy often crept in, whispering that you're not doing enough or letting someone down. Guilt becomes a constant companion, especially when you take time for yourself or prioritize one role over another. If you under pressure of perfectionism, it can be difficult to acknowledge your achievements, as the focus remains on what more could be done. This relentless pursuit of perfection can sap your joy and energy, leaving you exhausted. Recognizing your tendency of perfectionism is essential, as it opens the door for self-compassion and understanding. By acknowledging the challenges and pressure for your face, you can redefine how you want to live your life and find peace amongst the demands of multi-role life. Understanding these dynamics is the first step towards reducing your personal stress levels. As you move forward, consider how to integrate these strategies into your daily life. Creating space for your relaxation and nurturing your amidst the chaos. Identifying stress triggers. Recognizing what triggers your stress is essential to strengthening your well-being. Each stressor, whether it's looming deadline or an unresolved argument, represents a piece of that. When exampled, forms the bigger picture of your stress profile. One effective technique for gaining this awareness is maintaining a stress diary. This involves documenting the instance of what you feel stressed, noting the circumstances and your physical and emotional reactions. By doing so, you can begin to see the patterns emerge. You may notice that specific situations consistently cause tension, or that certain days of the week are more stressful. This practice of recording your experiences creates a valuable resource, offering insights into your stress triggers. You can't change your stress levels if you are not aware of what it's causing. Self-reflection and mindfulness practices further deepens this understanding. Taking time to pause and reflect on your reaction can illuminate the underlying causes of stress. Mindfulness encourages you to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, allowing you to recognize stress and it arises. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just answering some of the comments. Okay, where was I? Recording your experiences create a valuable resource offering insights into your stress triggers. You can't change your stress levels if you are not aware of what is causing it. Self-reflection and mindfulness practices further deepens this understanding. Taking your time to pause and reflect. Hold on one second. Taking time to pause and reflect on your reaction can eliminate the underlying causes of stress. Mindfulness encourages you to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, allowing you to recognize stress as it arises. This awareness can be incredibly empowering, providing the clarity to address stressors before they escalate. Through regular practices, can cultivate a sense of inner calm, which acts as a buffer against the chaos of daily life. By combining these practices, you will better understand what affects you, paving the way for more effective stress management strategies. You cannot always control what goes on outside, but you can always control what goes on inside. That's Wayne Dyer. That's a quote by Wayne Dyer. I like that quote. You can always control what's out. You can always control what goes on outside. No, you can't always control what goes on outside, but you can always control what goes on inside. I agree with that. Consider the everyday stressors that many women encounter. Workplace conflicts. That's a main one. Workplace conflicts can often be at the forefront, where misunderstanding and miscommunications can create a tense environment. I agree. Financial pressures, another one, such as constantly juggling bills, savings, and unexpected expenses, add another layer of stress. Yes, that does. Relationship dynamics is another one. Dynamics, whether the partner, family, or friends, also can play a significant role. That's why you got to kick people out your life. The impact of these stressors can vary widely. Some may be short-term, like the stress of upcoming presentations, which dissipates once the event is over. Others are long-term, such as financial worries, which may persist for months or years. It's important to acknowledge the stress can manifest both physically and emotionally. Physically, you might experience headaches, fatigue, and muscle tension, while emotionally, stress can lead to feelings of irritability, anxiety, and sadness. Understanding these distinctions can help you effectively tailor your stress management techniques to address the intermediate and underlying issues. Creating a personalized stress management plan is invaluable in addressing these triggers. Start by setting personal boundaries that protect your time and energy. This might involve learning to say no to additional commitments or carving out time for self-care activities. Next, consider developing stress reduction rituals that fit seamlessly into your routine. These can be simple as morning meditation and nightly wind down routines. By integrating these practices into your daily life, you can build a You can build a foundation of resilience that helps you navigate stress with greater ease. Keep in mind that daily practice and your focus for reducing the level of stress that resides in your life. Stress triggers checklist. Identify stressors. Keep a journal to track situation that causes stress. Reflect and observe. Use mindfulness to recognize thoughts and feelings. Categorize triggers. Differentiate between short-term and long-term stressors. Analyze effects. Note physical and emotional responses. Plan and act. Develop boundaries and rituals to manage stress effectively. This proactive approach helps you manage stress more effectively and empowers you to take control of your well-being. As you become more attuned to your stressors, you can respond to them with confidence and in clarity, transforming challenges into opportunities for growth. The roles of hormones is stress management. Hormones have a significant impact on how we handle stress, influencing both our emotion and physical reactions. For women, hormonal fluctuation can significantly impact stress levels and coping mechanisms, creating a range of challenges and opportunities. Cortisol, often called the stress hormone, is critical in keeping your body functioning smoothly. It helps regulate metabolism and supports your immune system. But excess cortisol can create problems with stress levels rise, affecting everything from mood to overall health. Estrogen, a key female hormone, interacts with cortisol, often working to keep its effect in check. However, as the estrogen levels naturally shifts throughout different life stages, such as puberty, pregnancy, and menopause, this balance can be disrupted. These fluctuations can make some women more sensitive to stress, change how their bodies handle it. Another vital hormone is progesterone. Progesterone is known for calming effects. It acts as a natural stress buffer, helping to soothe the nervous system and promote emotional stability. However, since progesterone levels fluctuate throughout the menstrual cycle, women may experience periods of increased stress or mood swings. Understanding hormonal shifts can help develop personalized stress management strategy to maintain balance and well-being. Different life stages bring their hormonal shifts, each affecting stress responses uniquely. Pregnancy is a prime example, marked by dramatic changes in hormone levels that can influence a woman's emotional states. While these changes are natural and necessary for baby's development, they can also be heightened stress or anxiety as the body adapts to normal demands. Postpartum, women may experience a significant drop in hormones like estrogen and progesterone. My light just went off. Contributing to mood swing and vulnerability to stress. Menopause represents another critical transition characterized and decline in estrogen and progesterone. These shifts can increase stress, sensitivity, sleep disturbance, and congestive changes. When hormones are out of balance, stress can feel even more overwhelming. disrupting daily life in ways that are not obvious. One of the most common signs is trouble sleeping. Hormones like melatonin, which help regulate sleep, can be thrown off, making it harder to get rest you need. You can create a frustrating cycle where poor sleep increases stress, making sleep more harder. Mood swings and irritability are also frequent side effects to hormonal shifts. Changes in estrogen and progesterone levels can affect brain chemicals like serotonin, which plays a significant role in mood regulations. When these hormones fluctuate, it can lead to heightened emotions, irritability, or even feelings of anxiety. When it's important to recognize the hormonal shift, when you acknowledge what your body tells you, and you can build in self-expression and self-reducing techniques to alleviate the hormonal functions. Recognizing these signs is the first step towards restoring balance. There are natural ways to support hormonal balances, offering relief and promoting well-being. Nutrition plays a fundamental role in diet modification that can help stabilize hormone levels. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acid like flaxseed, walnuts support hormone production and reduce inflammation. Vegetables such as broccoli and kale promote estrogen and metabolism, while magnesium-rich foods like spinach aid in calming the nervous system. There are stress relief supplements, herbs, and teas that can be beneficial, helping to regulate cortisol levels and enhance resilience to stress. These natural remedies provide a holistic approach to managing hormonal influence stress, empowering you to take control of your health and your well-being. Breaking down the myth that what stress really is. Breaking down the myths of what stress really is. In stress management, myths often cloud our understanding, leaving us the misconception that can hinder our ability to cope effectively. One passive myth is that the stress is always harmful. While it's true that chronic stress can lead to health issues, not all stress is detrimental. Stress can sometimes be beneficial. This type of stress acts as a motivator. The energy propels you to meet deadlines, prepare for an important meeting, or even enjoy the thrill of the new challenge. This positive where did I stop? This positive form of stress can enhance your performance and spark creativity, making it critical to personal and professional growth. The stress is the type of stress that can lead to burnout. Overwhelming negative stress accumulates when demand exceeds one's capacity to cope. Understanding this distinction is vital to managing stress effectively. It allows you to harness the motivating power while minimizing the harms from distress. Another common misconception is that the other major life events trigger stress. While moving, changing jobs, or experiencing a loss certainly contributes to stress, the more minor everyday challenges offers has a cumulative effect. Minor stressors such as daily commutes, juggling schedules, or even dealing with major interpersonal conflicts can combine to create significant stress over time. These seemingly small pressures can build up, leading to overwhelming feelings if not addressed. Recognizing that stress can arise from major and minor events is key to developing a thorough approach to stress management. By acknowledging the impact of everyday stressors, you can better prepare yourself to deal with them proactively. Perception plays a critical role in how stress affects us. The way you perceive a stressor can influence your experience of stress. This is where an individual interprets and evaluates a situation that comes into play. For example, perceiving a challenging task as an opportunity rather than a threat can reduce stress. This mindset shift transform your experience, allowing you to approach challenges with curiosity and resilience. Resilience itself is an invaluable tool of stress perception. It involves adapting well to adversity, trauma, and significant stress. Developing resilience can change how you perceive stress, making you more likely to see obstacles as surmountable and less likely to feel overwhelmed. Widespread myth and stress can be eliminated from your life. This is not realistic. Stress is an inherited part of life, woven into the fabric of daily experiences. Instead of aiming to eliminate stress, the focus should be on managing it effectively. This means accepting stress as a natural part of life and learning how to integrate it into your experience in a healthy and constructive way. Developing an adaptive coping mechanism such as practicing mindfulness, healthy eating, engaging in regular physical activity, delegating while you can, and maintaining a supportive social network helps manage stress without unrealistic expectations as its total eradication. By recognizing the role of perception, distinguishing between different types of stress, and embracing stress as a manageable part of life, you empower yourself to respond to stressors with confidence and resilience. This empowerment is not about avoiding stress, but facing it head on, armed with knowledge and strategy supporting your well-being. As you move forward, consider how these insights can be applied to your daily life, allowing you to thrive even under stress. That was chapter 1 I just read. And that was understanding stress and its impacts. So this is a great book to read. It will help you through your stressful moments throughout your life. It's called Stress Management for Women, Understanding the Personal Stress Triggers, Managing the Various Stress Areas, Becoming Comfortable with Your Self-Care, and Stress Relief Techniques. by Sarah Hale. I did get this off the TikTok shop, but right now it's unavailable for some reason. I could have posted up in my shopping cart, but it's not available at this time. But this is a great book to read, and I'm probably going to do chapter 2 tomorrow live. I don't know what time I'm going to come in because I come in whenever I feel like it. If I'm feeling good or not, I come in. I would like to thank each and every one of y'all for joining my live. I really appreciate it. Thank y'all for joining. And I'll probably see y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all.